Hello everyone, good afternoon. We are the Socc Monkeys. I'm Jeremy Gutierrez. This is
Axel Ortega.
This is
Anaí Arqueta.
And that is
Desiree G.
Alright, perfect. So let's just get into the introduction and the group process. Basically how we oh shoot.
This is kind of.
I'm sorry.
Is it? Wait, is it? I knew it.
Apologize. Group process, right? Pointing fingers. This kept the environment really fresh and positive, and it streamlined everything, you know. One of our key takeaways, we were chosen for ourselves YouTube, but we went to YouTube Shorts, and it depends heavily on timing and trends and targeting. So when each group member plays to their strengths on what we see on our algorithms, the whole group succeeds. And having a structured workflow really helped the process work smoother and more efficient. And a lesson learned was communication and regular updates are critical. Like we worked off each other's input, and it was essential. Planning ahead also helped avoid stress and improves quality. Leadership isn't about control, and it's about providing direction and support. And I feel like Desi did a great job about that. Now, on to Axel about the rationale of our project.
Alright guys, so like Jeremy said, our main platform was YouTube. However, we did decide to switch off into YouTube Shorts. Why YouTube Shorts? YouTube Shorts is a much better, much more conventional platform to post videos on. And when coming up on a rationale, we had a bit of trouble, like how Jeremy said, we ran into some problems. But using this project and using the key takeaways that we had learned from our other projects, instead of jumping over this problem, we broke it apart and we used it to our advantage. Our biggest problem was what to post. How do we post it and what is really gonna go viral? But then we reminded ourselves, we don't need to go viral. And we also reminded ourselves that YouTube is an immense platform, crazy big. So using that to our advantage, we split up our content into 3 different ways. First section was golf or sports videos. Second section was how to stitch or how to videos. And the third section was meme videos, or brain rot as you might know it. Also as AI videos as well. Now, across all different topics, we were pleasantly surprised by which actually rose to popularity and which didn't. So, however, Anaí will go over the demographics of that. She's not next. Who is next is Desiree, who will go over the demographics and the hypothesis of this project as a whole.
Thank you, Axel, for that introduction into what platform we have and why we decided to do YouTube Shorts. What we found is that the behavior of YouTube is pretty stable and stays around roughly the same each year. In 2019, the average time spent by users every day was 39.7 minutes, and it had a rise in 2024 with the average time spent being 48.7 minutes. Though the demographic is slightly different, with males making up 12.20% of users and females only making up 9.10%. Both these users, however, make up the same age range, with them being between 24 and 34 years old. Our main focus on the app was specifically YouTube Shorts because we think that short-form content is most popular because it caters to shortening people's attention spans. Our decision was also based on how popular YouTube Shorts have become, with it attaining over 70 billion daily views. Based on our demographic that is on YouTube, we think the videos that will most likely get attention are the ones that 24 to 34-year-old males or even younger audiences would possibly enjoy. So that would include content such as how-to videos, quick tips, entertainment, or sports. People love short, entertaining, or informational videos because, let's face it, everyone has a short attention span nowadays, including myself. Quick tutorials and how-to videos are great if you're in a rush, and short, funny videos are great if you want a quick laugh. We think that these types of videos are perfect for YouTube Shorts and for the specific age range that we are dealing with. And so we attempted to create these kinds of videos for each of our tests. At first, we thought the videos we were going to post wouldn't do so well, but our mindset quickly changed after we made some changes to our independent variables. We hypothesized that our test would do fairly well based on what we've researched, but our hopes were not too high. We thought that we would get at least 100 views and maybe 20 to 30 likes on each test. For our experimental design, we tested our hypothesis by creating various videos tailored to the demographic that is on YouTube. We utilized different hashtags for each video and adjusted the video to analyze what worked well and what didn't, making improvements for each of our tests. For our independent variable, we changed the type of content each time we posted. For example, experimenting with brain rot entertainment, quick tutorials, and humorous golfing clips. In one of our tests, we examined whether posting the same video across different accounts would impact views, likes, or overall engagement to determine if the account owner influenced the performance of the video. We came to a conclusion that since Jeremy's For You page has a lot of golfing content, Jeremy's funny golf video did the best on his account rather than on me, NIE's, or Axel's account. The dependent variables we measured included the number of views, likes, and comments, though we mainly tracked the amount of views we were getting due to low engagement and likes. For our controlled variable, we kept all of our video lengths consistent except for Jeremy's video, recognizing that shorter content generally performs better on YouTube, particularly with comedic content like Jeremy's post. And so I'll now be handing it to NIE, who will be talking about the summary of our findings for each of our tests.
Thank you, Desi. So, one video had the slowest start, just 3 likes and 15 views, with no comments or feedback. Over the next 24 hours, it gained only 6 more views, indicating minimal engagement and slow transaction overall. Another video experienced initially slow growth, but then increased, reaching 318 views and 4 likes, though it had no shares or saves. Its views increased about 2 hours after posted, jumping from 69 to 318. Over 3 days before tapering off, this pattern suggests delayed discovery, likely due to algorithm, pickup, or search-driven traffic. In contrast, the third video showed a strong viral path, gathering 14,000 views, 30 likes, and 5 comments. It hit 300 views within the first hour, reached 1,000 overnight, and then spiked to 7,000 the following day. This shows how proactive or emotional charged content can drive rapid engagement. Now I'll be passing it to Axel.
One note is that Jeremy's video actually reached 33,000 views as of yesterday, 7 o'clock. So just wanted to point that out as well. Now, first video was done by me. I did the Minecraft parkour with the AI voice. Essentially speaking, with doing my research, I found out that lots of people on YouTube decide to go onto YouTube to make a quick buck by essentially posting these quick videos. Now these videos are meant to be quick, they're meant to be fast, and they're meant to be easy. So all I did was screen record previously played gameplay of someone else playing the game. I put in my own music, and then I put in an AI voice generating a scary story to tell. Now, I didn't, there were no controlled variables. The time and date posted was on Wednesday, May 21st at 4:35 p.m. And some of the quantitative data was that there was just 3 likes and 15 views. And the qualitative data is that there was no comments, no feedbacks, no shares, and the video did gain 6 more views within the 24 hours. Now, we will be playing the video so you guys can see what's going on.
I witnessed a woman being kidnapped on the highway and ended up saving her life. Saturday morning, I was driving to work on the highway. I was in the middle lane and going quite fast because I was running a bit late. I nearly panicked when I noticed a car rapidly approaching from behind in my left side mirror. It was a black Honda Civic.
Okay, so that's the video. Great video. I edited it, by the way, so I will be passing it over to Desi, who did the second video.
So my video was essentially just how to start a stitch and just thread a needle, because that's what I know how to do. The control variables that I manipulated was just obviously the type of content that I posted was different from Axel's. And I put different hashtags like sewing, hobbies, stitching, and the video length is around the same as Axel's. I chose different music, and we posted it at different times. So I posted mine at 10:26 p.m. May 26th. I only got around 318 views as of May 30th. Only 4 likes, no shares, and no saves. The qualitative data, I was very surprised by how many views I got, just because I'm not really used to posting on YouTube. So every time I checked the views, it would go up. 2 hours after posting, I actually gained 69 views, and then 3 days later, it jumped to like 318 views. But the views eventually slowed down after like 3 or 4 days, and it stays the same now.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is a quick tutorial on how to start a stitch and how to thread a needle. So you're going to want to get your needle and thread and cut it to your desired length. Then you're going to put your thread through the hole in the needle and line it up to the other side, just like so, like this. About 3 times just to make sure that it doesn't come through the back of whatever I'm stitching on, just like this. You're going to want to go out through the back so your knot doesn't show through the patch, just like so, and pull it so it's nice and tight. Then you're going to thread it through the back. Don't go through the patch, just through whatever you're stitching on, and pull it tight. And then just repeat this process through the patch, up.
That's basically the
And that's basically the video. Yeah, now this is Jeremy's gonna be talking about his video.
Alright, cool. So, onto my video. I posted like this golf video, and it was originally the first ever video I posted. This third data logging is my second video. That's what I'm gonna be highlighting. My first video, it went 4,000 views, 100 likes, but the thing is, it was so extremely long, and it was a rage bait to golf purists. I see a lot of golf purists on YouTube Shorts, older man, like, oh, blah, 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 the game's gone, right? You gotta shrink the game. Like, and I was like, I gotta channel that. I gotta take these people and like, you know, get them mad. So I posted this video where I was like wearing a horrible outfit, and you know, people were just like, your hat's too small, your hair's too long. So people were getting mad at that, and so I manipulated that. And then I was like, this video is too long. It's you know, it's not doing well enough for me. And so I posted a 9-second clip, and this is what I'm gonna be talking about. So it was a golf video, vlog style sort of thing, 9 seconds long. It was a slight rage bait to golf purists, as I was saying earlier. The controllable variables we manipulated is we had everybody posted on the same account, and then they all did, what, like 100 views per each of your videos, but mine got 14,000 at the time I'm writing this. I posted it May 29th, 2025, 7:30 p.m., around that time. I was still on the course when I posted it, and but then 2 days later, I'm writing this, and these are the views I have at the time. 14,000 views, 30 likes, 5 comments, 0 shares, 0 saves, and I gained 9 subscribers. Now, as of today, I have 33,000 views, 60 likes, about 7 comments, and 3 shares, and I don't think there's any saves on YouTube, so 0 saves, and I gained 10 subscribers. The qualitative data, video within an hour reached 300 views, and then overnight it hit 1,000, and then the next day, during that next day, it hit a 6,000-7,000. So basically my thought process was just basically trying to get all the golf purists to comment. You know, I want to get people mad. I want like, oh, this guy sucks at golf, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, I do suck at golf, but you know, it's not here or there. The reason I decided to lean into this was because I get a lot of golf videos, and I get a lot of, that's all I get. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna post something I'm always seeing. And I feel like that, you know, school of thought is not too far off of what people should be posting. And so I leaned into that, and I decided to manipulate it as best I could with minimal editing. So I also decided to post more golf content. I was like, you know, might as well like get into this, you know? And so yeah, that's all I saw on the algorithm, on my algorithm. So my idea was just to lean into what I was being shown. So now I'm gonna show you guys, don't judge me. This is the video. The driver's
Oh yeah, I don't want to get it. You just hit me in the face.
If it's terrible, then I just stop recording.
Okay, I will.
The vlog was that way. So that's the video.
Oh, yeah,
So,
You hit me in the face.
so I used a bunch of hashtags, you know, Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy. These are all like famous golfers. So that's what I decided to do. Just kind of lean into just a basic algorithm that everybody tries to follow. So yeah, that's basically all me. That's all I have. So Axel's on to key insights.
Okay, so basically I'm gonna go over how YouTube works, how YouTube pays its creators, and how YouTube Shorts as a platform exists within YouTube. So essentially speaking, if you guys were on YouTube within 2015 or 2020, you may have heard or you may have found out about some scandal going on within YouTube. Essentially speaking, what it was that creators felt that they weren't getting paid enough for their videos. Back then, if you were a creator on YouTube, it was massive, you were winning at life, and everything was great. Up until YouTube started to doing more strict videos, and it was essentially just not good, and it was a toxic environment for people as well. But YouTube Shorts changed everything, and how to post on YouTube Shorts is essentially, hook is everything. So kind of a clickbait background, you need to grab attention immediately, do a lot of text pop-ups, unexpected visuals. Here's an example. So it's actually expected that this video would go a lot more viral than other videos who don't have this type of content. So another key thing to notice is retention and rewatches. YouTube pushes content that keeps people watching, and it's even better if people rewatch it. So that's an example. It's just a really popular video that went viral. Essentially just that key tag, wait for it, it keeps people hooked. So it keeps people like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the video, you know? Then loopability, create an infinite loop. Successful shorts actually have a loop structure, so once you start the video and it ends like on a perfect transition back to the beginning, that increases watch time and also boost rankings as well. Now I'm gonna pass it over.
Thank you, Axel. So however, using exaggerated, misleading titles and thumbnails may temporarily boost views, but ultimately damage viewer trust and lead to long-term audience dissatisfaction. Content that relies on shock value or sensitive events like crimes or tragedies risk diminish audience and crossing ethical boundaries. This approach often prioritizes virtually over empathy and accuracy, which can harm a creator's reputation. Jumping on popular trends without proper credit undermines original creators' works, contributing to digital plagiarism or stifling innovation. For example, referencing incidents like Logan Paul Japan video, creators who disregard cultural sensitivity or human dignity can face several backlash, reduce, or even platform penalties. This includes our presentation. Thank you for your time.